Every time Erika Kirk opens her mouth or tries to deliver a speech or tries to speak before somebody to laud her own accomplishments and extol the virtues of her own greatness, every time she opens her mouth, it's the kiss of death. There's another part, another portion, another plank, another aspect, another cellular level of Charlie's legacy in TPUSA dies. Let me say this unequivocally, not to be mean, it is over. And I know there were so many great and wonderful and fascinating commentators and influencers and investigators dissecting every part of her speech and comparing it to others as well, and wondering whether or not Charlie's comments as to his own doom actually presaged, in fact, his own demise. That may be true. Listen to me, and listen as carefully as you possibly can. All of a sudden, one day, you're going to say, hey, what happened to Erika? What happened to Erika Kirk? When was the last time we saw her? When was the last time she spoke? When was the last time she addressed anyone? When was the last time she read pathetically from a script? The woman, of course, has no style. There's nothing compelling. Most of the time when you do something on a regular basis, you get better at it. You just do. If you went outside and ran down the block for a minute, before you know it, you'll be able to cover that entire piece of distance in half the time, and you won't even try. Why? Because you naturally get better at things. You just get better. She is the only person who has not progressed in the least and is becoming more stilted, more stultified, less inviting, less connecting. Look, I'm a trial lawyer by profession. My world was always in persuading, not explaining to a jury why something happened, but persuading them to make them believe. Oh, they understood it. They heard it a lot of times. But if they didn't in their heart grasp it and accept it and agree with what I was saying, it was a waste of time. A complete and total and absolute waste of time. And it's one of those things which I think is the most important for people to recognize. Now, when she spoke the other day, and we'll go through some of these because frankly, I'm sorry, maybe I'm mean, it is just comical. I have never seen somebody who acts almost like Bill Maher when he tells a joke. Have you noticed? Because Bill Maher doesn't write his own jokes. He almost hears them, I think, sometimes for the first time, and he laughs at the joke with the audience because he's never heard it before, because he never wrote the joke. He has no idea what the joke was. This is a woman who has never been able to connect. If ever there was the woman who stood up or somebody who yelled about PDF files, and it kills me to even have to use those words, but you know what I'm talking about. She didn't have a comeback. She just kept reading her script. And it just so happened that it sort of comported with the theme, find love, find yourself. Also, did you scan the audience? I know I don't want to sound like every other leftist, and I am not. I think you know this by now, but I will tell you this much. It looked like a country club, like an African violet society, like a bunch of white, middle-aged, or white gals from either a sorority or from some organization that basically told the rest of the world, young people, non-white people, people that you need, and if you're going to get a worldwide message across, you better appeal worldwide. And not everybody looks like June Cleaver. The audience, the optics, none of it has changed. None of the optics have changed. They're not interested in any of this. It doesn't matter anymore whether what she said on one day was in fact a lie. It doesn't matter whether the information that Charlie gave to someone was or was not the truth as depicted. It doesn't matter whether these video montages of Charlie speaking to someone and saying, either at the Aspen meeting or someplace else, that he wants, above all, for his wife Erika to follow through, that it's an idea but funded or motivated versus a leadership. It doesn't matter, because TPUSA is over. They are stretching this, trying to resuscitate this. Weekend at Bernie's, trying their best to give you and the rest of the world that it is still viable, that it is still donatable. This is a donor message. Keep the cards and letters, keep the money coming in. That's all it is. If you listen to what she says, listen to her message. Again, I'm trying to ask yourself, to whom is this addressed? To whom is this directed? Who represents the audience that is going to be somehow wowed by this, that is somehow going to be attracted to this message? The actual mission statement of TPUSA is almost a libertarian economic message. Limited government. Think Milton Friedman. Keynesian to an extent. Think Hayek and Mises and the Mont Pelerin Society and about classic prototypical libertarian economics and the like. It doesn't even mention anything about religiosity as much as one would think, which leads me to this. Erika Kirk has not a sincere, connected, religious, Christian, Jesus-loving cellular synapse in her body. She is the worst actress in the worst scripted, worst play ever. Her idea of connecting via faith is a gratuitous, intermittent, interstitial, every now and then reference to Jesus, Lord. Old, staid messages delivered in the most vapid, vanilla, anodyne, saccharine, insipid, unflavored delivery regarding women, women's lib. I mean, this is almost like a Betty Friedan a counter argument. Feminism, how women are, and she is the antithesis of everything she says. She is the antithesis of what she says. She is the opposite of what she says. She is not in any way that which she pretends or purports to be. Charlie had said repeatedly, I don't want my wife or a wife to work. I want a wife, my wife, to stay home with the children. And one of the stupidest things, have more children than you can afford. Why is this funny? This is irresponsible. What does that mean? It's great when you live in a $10 million manse, this compound for, I don't know where she's living right now, when you've got how much in life insurance, when you're taking G4s or whatever the heck it is, private jets, when you have not a care in the world, when most probably nannies or daycare or somebody are taking care of raising your kids, because it sure as hell isn't Charlie's parents. I don't know this for a fact, but why do I believe that Charlie's parents have been completely amputated from any kind of involvement, because if they were involved, you would think for no other reason than just to spread goodwill, she would want you to see that, look, I'm paying homage to Charlie's sister, to Charlie's family. Nothing. This is the woman who said that Charlie's relationship with her mother, Lori Franz, was so great and so powerful and so immane and colossal. It's nonsense. I do not believe a word she says. She can give me the time of day. She can tell me what planet she's on. She can tell me that I'm standing in front of her, and I will not believe it. There is not a sincere bone, cell, atom in her body. She is performative. She is choreographed. She is theatrical. She is rehearsed. She is rehearsed in the worst script, in the worst presentation. That is a one-size-fits-all. You can go back, even see, you can imitate her. Do the scan, look up. Thank God she left this. Thank God she dropped that for a while. I don't know. Maybe I haven't noticed. Maybe there's such a degree of ubiquity in your Kleenex that I don't even notice. But this woman has done more to destroy what's left. All they had to do, listen to me, after Charlie's demise, is to continue on, never let her do anything but hold the babies, heads turned, wave, and move off. The money would have poured in. These moonbat, these benighted little fey, atesticular children, these man boys, who are trying to speak on behalf of somebody doing the Charlie Kirk, their radio show is so bad. So bad. Do you ever watch a first-time podcaster? She's like, it's a girl. Maybe she's in her bedroom. Maybe her bed's unmade. Maybe she's unboxing a curling iron. And you think to yourself, you know what, doggone it, there's something cute about this. She means it. She's sincere. May not be the best produced, but doggone it, there's something that you connect with, a sincerity, a belief, a something. She doesn't have that. All she had to have done is come out, wave, and that's it. And come out and say, support my husband, support his vision, support TPUSA. Thank you. God bless America. That's it. People would have wept. They would have thrown hands full of money. They would have had buckets. They would have been in tears. But Erika can't do that because Erika has to be the star. And you're not going to be a star being, who was it? What was her name? Carol Merrill, remember from Let's Make a Deal? Or Vanna White? Or one of the gals from The Price is Right? She can't do that. She says, no. You don't understand that. And even when she speaks about friendship and she does that glaring, psycho, crazy eyes look, she still doesn't know it because they've yet to hire a coach or acting consultant who says, for the love of God, don't do that. Don't act like this. You're scaring people. You are scaring people. You're not nice. What you think is nice and smiley is insipid, vapid, insincere. Women see through you. Women don't like you. Women are incapable of seeing anything that you deliver other than insincerity. And these are the same women who love Candace Owens, who love her, who hang on every word, who believe everything she says, who believes everything, every moment. It's like these may be completely insane in terms of what, but it was almost like Dolly Parton. People love Dolly Parton. People love Princess Di. People, when a woman connects, you have a fan that will storm the Bastille for you. when you don't, there is nothing you can do to redeem yourself. There is nothing you can do to fix things. And there's nothing you can do to fix any of this. So, to my dear, dear friends whom I admire and I think the world of, please get out all of your evaluations, all of your reviews, all of your analyses as to Erika's speeches, because before you know it, her subject will be rendered moot. Moot. It won't matter anymore. It won't matter. Because it's over. It's over. It ran its course. And this is what we're now, our 9th month since the elimination of Charlie. And it took you 9 months to destroy it. You were on a juggernaut. You were on, there was on an arc, on a trajectory, the likes of which nobody could imagine, and all you had to do was not up, which is exactly what you did. History will show that. It's incredible. My dear friends, what do you think? Am I being too mean, or am I spot on? Have I nailed it again? Yes. I've got some questions for you to review. I'd like you to please like this video, subscribe to our humble and noble channel, and hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And whatever you do, my friends, make sure you comment as you see fit.